Ibrahim, sacrifice your most beloved possession in my path. The dead of night, a chilling silence blankets the scorching Arabian desert. Suddenly, the prophet of Allah, Ibrahim, peace be upon him, awakens, startled by a divine command. His most beloved possession? What could be more precious to a father than his own child? And this was no ordinary child. This was the son he had prayed and yearned for, weeping in the court of Allah into the late hours of the night, finally granted to him at the fragile age of 86. Picture this. At an age when a man's body grows frail, his vision begins to blur, and he seeks comfort. Allah blesses him with a son as beautiful as the moon. The Quran tells us that just as this boy reached the age where he could run and work alongside his father, the Lord of the heavens and the earth demanded the ultimate sacrifice. What will Ibrahim do now? On one hand, the peace of his soul he waited 86 years for. On the other, a direct command from his Creator. Let's step back for a moment. Ibrahim's life was never easy. He was Khalilullah, the intimate friend of Allah. But he had to prove the worth of this friendship at every single turn. In his youth, he was thrown into Nimrod's blazing fire for proclaiming the oneness of God. He didn't flinch. He stepped into the flames with a smile. Later, by Allah's command, he left his wife Hajar and infant son Ismail completely alone in a barren, waterless desert. No questions asked, no complaints made. He passed every test with flying colors. But this was beyond imagination. He was being asked to take a blade to his own son's throat. It was the month of Dhul-Hijjah. On the 8th night, Ibrahim had the dream. Now, the dreams of prophets aren't like ours. They are direct revelations from Allah. Thinking he was meant to sacrifice his wealth, he immediately sacrificed 100 camels. But the next night, the 9th of Dhul-Hijjah, the dream returned. He sacrificed another 100 camels. Then came the 10th night. This time, there was no ambiguity. The message pierced directly into his heart. O Ibrahim, Allah is asking for your son, Ismail, as a sacrifice. If you are a parent, your heart might skip a beat just hearing this. But Ibrahim wasn't just a father, he was a prophet. No worldly attachment, no earthly love could stand between him and the command of God. The next morning, carrying a mountain of silent grief, he approached his wife, Hajar. In a remarkably calm voice, he said, Hajar, bathe Ismail, dress him in his best clothes. We have an invitation to attend. With profound love, a mother adorned her precious boy. She combed his hair. Little did she know where the apple of her eye, her only reason to live, was heading. Father and son walked toward the mountains of Mina. The father carried a rope in one hand, a sharp knife in the other. Dead silence all around. And the cursed Satan, Iblis, saw his perfect opportunity. Taking human form, he rushed to Hajar. Do you know where your husband is taking your son? He is going to slaughter him. Hajar smiled. Could a father ever slaughter his own child? Satan pressed. He claims it is the command of Allah. Without a second of hesitation, this woman of unshakable faith replied, If this is the command of my Lord, then even if I had 1,000 Ismails, I would sacrifice them all in his path. Failing there, Satan ran to Ibrahim and Ismail. Ibrahim, have you lost your mind? You are going to kill the only support of your old age. But who could shake the faith of the friend of Allah? Ibrahim recognized the devil. He picked up stones and pelted him at 3 different locations, driving him away. Allah loved this act of defiance so much that, even today, thousands of years later, pilgrims during Hajj are commanded to stone Satan at those exact spots in Mina. He humiliated Satan for all of eternity. Finally, they reached the desolate plains of Mina. The scorching sun beat down. Ibrahim looked at his beloved son, holding back a flood of tears. He said, "Oh, my dear son, I have seen in a dream that I am sacrificing you. What is your opinion? Think about the psychology here. Allah could have commanded Ibrahim to do it while the boy slept. But no, he wanted to reveal the unbreakable faith of a child raised in the house of a prophet. How would a teenager react today? With fear? With tears? But Ismail didn't flinch. He smiled gently, looked into his father's eyes, and gave an answer that echoes through eternity. He said, "O my father, do as you are commanded. Insha'Allah, you will find me among the patient." The father's heart swelled with pride, yet shattered with pain. Then, Ismail made 3 final requests. Listen closely to these words. "Father, tie my hands and feet tightly. In the agony of death, my body might thrash, and I fear accidentally striking you. That would be deeply disrespectful. Secondly, roll up your clothes. I don't want my blood to splash onto your garments. Because, when you return home, if my elderly mother sees my blood, she might die of grief. And thirdly, lay me face down. If you look into my eyes, a father's love might awaken, your hands might tremble, and I do not want even a second's delay in fulfilling Allah's command." Ibrahim hardened his heart like stone. He tied his son, he laid him face down. He blindfolded himself so love wouldn't make him weak. Then, with trembling hands, he raised the sharp blade. Bismillahi Allahu Akbar. He drove the knife down with all his might across his beloved son's throat. But what is this? The knife wouldn't cut. Ibrahim swiped again and again, but not a single hair on Ismail's neck was harmed. In sheer frustration, he threw the knife fiercely against a nearby rock. The solid stone split in 2. It was as if the blade was crying out, "O Khalilullah, you command me to cut, but the master of the heavens and the earth forbids me." Right at that moment, the voice of Allah's mercy echoed from the heavens. "O Ibrahim, you have indeed fulfilled your dream. Thus do we reward the doers of good." Ibrahim tore off his blindfold. Before him stood his son, completely unharmed, and in his place, sacrificed under the knife, was a magnificent ram brought from Jannah by the angel Jibreel. Think deeply for a moment. Did Allah ever want Ismail's blood? No. Allah simply wanted to see what held the throne of his servant's heart, the love of the creation or the love of the Creator. The moment Ibrahim proved that nothing was dearer to him than Allah, Allah instantly returned his son. Today, we sacrifice animals every year. We spend thousands. But Allah makes it crystal clear in the Quran. It is neither their meat nor their blood that reaches Allah, but it is your piety that reaches Him. Qurbani is not just about slaughtering an animal. It is about slaughtering the animalistic nature inside of us. It is about sacrificing our inner ego, our arrogance, and our worldly attachments. On this day, let us stand before the mirror of our conscience and ask ourselves, what is the Ismail inside you and me? Is it your greed for illicit wealth, the arrogance of your status, a hidden haram relationship, or your ultimate worldly lust? This Eid, before placing the knife on the animal's throat, are we ready to place the knife on the throats of our worldly illusions? Until you can sacrifice the illusion of your most beloved worldly possessions for the sake of Allah, shedding an animal's blood will bring no benefit. Respected viewers, how did this tearful and heart-touching history of Qurbani make you feel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this video moved your heart even a little, please leave a like and share it with your loved ones to remind them of this ultimate truth. Subscribe to our channel for more well-researched, faith-inspiring Islamic history. Stay blessed and remain steadfast in your faith. Assalamu alaikum.